Did you know, blue whales communicate with each other using much lower frequency vocalizations than humans? Even though ordinary people cannot hear that sound, they can hear that sound from far away. The scientific name of the blue whale is Balænoptera musculus. It is the largest animal to live on Earth, and although most of its behavior is typical of its species, researchers have documented several unusual activities. In this video we will discuss about 10 unknown facts about blue whales that you will not want to believe. Number 1. Unusual migration patterns. Blue whales typically follow established migration routes between feeding and breeding grounds. However, there have been instances of blue whales deviating from these routes, sometimes traveling to areas where they are not commonly observed. These unusual migrations may be driven by changes in ocean temperatures, prey availability, or disruptions caused by human activities such as shipping and underwater noise pollution. Number 2. Extended time in non-feeding areas. While blue whales usually spend significant time in nutrient-rich feeding areas, some have been observed spending extended periods in regions with low prey density. This behavior could indicate difficulties in finding sufficient food, potentially due to overfishing, climate change, or other ecological disruptions affecting krill populations, which are the primary food source for blue whales. Number 3. Altered vocalizations. Blue whales communicate using low-frequency vocalizations that can travel long distances underwater. Changes in the frequency, duration, or pattern of these calls have been noted, potentially as a response to increased noise pollution from shipping, seismic surveys, and other human activities. Altered vocalizations might affect their ability to communicate, find mates, or navigate. Number 4. Socializing with other species. While blue whales are generally solitary or found in small groups, there have been observations of blue whales interacting with other cetacean species, such as humpback whales or dolphins. These interactions are unusual and may be influenced by changing environmental conditions or disruptions in normal social structures. Number 5. Increased surface activity. Blue whales are known for their deep dives to feed on krill, typically staying submerged for long periods. However, some blue whales have been seen spending more time at the surface, exhibiting behaviors like breaching, tail slapping, or prolonged logging, floating motionless. Increased surface activity could be a response to stress, changes in prey distribution, or human disturbances. Number 6. Stranding events. Stranding events, where blue whales beach themselves on shorelines, are rare but have been recorded. These events are often associated with illness, injury, or disorientation, potentially caused by factors like underwater noise pollution, toxic algal blooms, or seismic activity affecting their navigation abilities. Number 7. Unusual feeding techniques. Blue whales typically use lunge feeding to consume large amounts of krill. However, there have been observations of blue whales employing different feeding techniques, such as skimming or bottom feeding. These atypical methods may be adaptations to changes in prey availability or distribution, forcing the whales to alter their feeding strategies. Number 8. Changes in dive patterns. Blue whales usually follow a consistent pattern of deep dives interspersed with shorter surface intervals. Deviations from these patterns, such as more frequent or shallower dives, have been documented. Such changes might be responses to environmental stressors, health issues, or disruptions in prey distribution. Number 9. Increased encounters with humans. vessels. Blue whales are increasingly coming into contact with ships, leading to higher risks of collisions. This rise in encounters could be due to changes in whale migration patterns, increased shipping traffic, or the expansion of human activities into whale habitats. These encounters pose significant threats to the whales, including injury or death. Number 10. Strange breathing patterns. Researchers have noted instances of blue whales exhibiting irregular breathing patterns, such as taking fewer breaths than usual or spending more time at the surface to breathe. These changes could indicate respiratory issues, stress, or reactions to environmental changes, such as reduced oxygen levels in the water due to pollution or temperature changes. Conclusion. Understanding and documenting these abnormal activities of blue whales are crucial for their conservation and protection. These behaviors often signal underlying issues in the marine environment, from climate change and pollution to increased human activity. By studying these deviations from typical behavior, researchers can better understand the challenges facing blue whales and develop strategies to mitigate the impacts of environmental changes and human activities on these magnificent creatures. Conservation efforts must continue to adapt and evolve to ensure the survival of blue whales in an increasingly altered ocean ecosystem.